I'm not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning Live in UK Test part 185, an equal society by doing media plan training. And if you participate in the media plan training, that is at your own risk, and the section in equal society is on page 65. And equal society. So now we're speaking about the modern times and not about what we have here for many, many pages. An equal society. So today, within the UK, it is a legal requirement that men and women should not be discriminated against because of their gender or because they are or are not married. I know what I mean. It's just they mean they have equal rights to. It's just the expression people should not be discriminated because they are not married. Of course, no one should be discriminated, but and I know what I mean. They had at one point written about that the mother and the child are better protected after separation or divorce of the father, or that is meant with that. Or if a mother gets a child without being married, that is meant with it. I am pretty sure that I mean that. Yes, of course, but not any bullying should happen to pressure people into marriage, or marriage. So let's read the sentence again, because that's very important. Within the UK, so all people living in the UK, all inside the UK, it is a legal requirement. So the law says, and the rule of law, that is number two, and they are not linked in importance. Number two, the rule of law says that men and women should not be discriminated against. So they should not be discriminated because of their gender and not because of anything else. Because of their gender or because they are or are not married. So there should be also no discrimination happening because they are married to someone which someone maybe does not agree with. Everyone should be respected and everyone has the right not to be discriminated. Because they are or are not married. Or do we mean a completely new phenomenon? That's married, I think. So let's just take the sentence what it actually means. There should no one be discriminated, and especially at this point, I want to say very clearly: men should be not discriminated, women should be not discriminated, no one should be discriminated. Especially, and in this case here, we're saying not because of their gender. They should be not discriminated because of anything else. But in this case, we're saying not be discriminated just because they happen to be a woman, they happen to be a man. So men and women are equal in the United Kingdom, and they should be not discriminated because of their gender. They have equal rights to work. Such an important sentence, and they're making a page for work, own property, marry, and divorce. So men and women, that's historically based because they have equal rights. So men and women have the same right in the United Kingdom to work. Every man has the same right to work in the United Kingdom as a woman. Every woman in the United Kingdom has the same right to work as a man. Own property. Men can own houses and buildings in the United Kingdom, and women can possess houses and buildings. Women in the United Kingdom can own property. Because, no, not to that point, there's something. Marry and divorce. So, women in the United Kingdom can marry, and they can divorce again. Men and women have the same right in the United Kingdom to marry another person and to divorce another person. And women have the right to work, and women have the right to own property themselves, just themselves. Men have the right, and women equally the same rights to work, own property, marry and divorce. If they are married, both parents are equally responsible for the children. You might actually split this part. That section. If they are married, so if a man and a woman, for example, marry, and both are equally, then both are equally responsible for the children. So it's not that the father has to care all for the children, that they have clothing, have everything what they need to live and to thrive and to become full human people. The mother also has to work to make the children that they get food, that they're giving what they need, that they're taken care of, that they are loved. Man and woman both have to do this. The father has to care for the children equally as the mother. Fathers in the United Kingdom have to care for the children an equal amount as the woman or the mother does. Man and woman both have in the United Kingdom to care for the children, to care and love them. Women in Britain today make up about half of the workforce. On average, that's the thing. Women in Britain today make up about half of the workforce. So that means of the people working in the United Kingdom. There are many people working in the United Kingdom. There are some people not working. For example, children. Children are not allowed to work. Children should not work. And also some people are getting pensions, some people are ill, and so on. But of the people who are working, there are same amount of men working as women. So women are working. There are as many women working in the United Kingdom as men are working. So in the United Kingdom, if you encounter someone who's working, wherever, that could be an equal chance, 50-50, man or woman. On average, girls leave school with better qualifications than boys. So it means that on average, women, I don't know what qualification now means. Does it mean they're having a higher degree or do they having better notes in the degree? So are they better rated in the degree that they have or is the degree higher? Let's take a middle thing, both of them. So that means that girls are, so women before they are getting 18, or 21, I don't know, we haven't come to that. On average, girls leave school with better qualifications than boys, so where the legal order is. That means that women or girls, because we're talking about men and women. Now, girls and women, I don't really want to change the name now. But it's important. Also, girls have the same right in the United Kingdom as boys. So what I said about men and women, girls have the same right in the United Kingdom as boys. Girls on average leave the school with a better degree or a higher degree or something like that, with a better qualification, expressing weird that way. And more women than men study at university. So in the United Kingdom, there are universities, so these are buildings in which people study after they were in school. So people are going in the United Kingdom in the primary school and then the secondary school, and some people then go to the university, and they are living pretty much 50-50 men and women in the United Kingdom, and a little more women than men are going to the universities to learn more in the universities. They don't giving any explanation to it. Employment opportunities for women are much greater than they are in the past. So that means in the past there were some problems with women could work, but today they are very good. Women in the United Kingdom can freely work. These tribulations of the past are overcome. Women can work good in the United Kingdom. And it is a right to work, so they can earn money, so they can be independent and decide for themselves what they can do. That is important. Women work in all sectors of the economy, and there are now more women in high-level positions than ever before, including senior managers in traditional male-dominated occupations. So in all sectors of the economy, not just in one area, in firefighters, not just there are women working, but in all sectors, in all different types of jobs, we have women working in all sectors of the economy, not just in firefighting or in police or in ambulances, but in all sectors, not just in these caretaking, like firefighters or police. And there are now more women in high-level positions than ever before. So in high positions, so in leading positions, as the leader of a team, there are now more women working as the leader of a team than ever before. So in the United Kingdom, there are men leading a team, women leading a team, and so on. There are women having high positions. For example, Margaret Thatcher we had Liz Truss, which was mentioned here, Liz Truss. So there are many women in high positions. We had also Queen Elizabeth I, when we had Anne, when we had Queen Anne, and so Mary was. And we're having, so in the United Kingdom, there are many women working in high positions. And not just historically with the monarchs, which I just explained, or Elizabeth II, but in normal jobs, there are women leading a company, leading a firm. A woman is a CEO of a firm in the United Kingdom. There are many women in the United Kingdom who are leading a company. Bigger and smaller ones, all firms are being led by women. So also some led by men. It's in the United Kingdom open. Both have the same right to become the leader of a company, men and women. And many women do that. And they are also including senior managers in traditional male-dominated occupations. So there were some jobs in the past which were mostly done by men. So there were 60, 70, 80, 90, 99, 100% of the people in a police car, men. But now there are also women working in high-level positions in these jobs. So let's say the police, there was a time where 90%, 99% or even 100%, all the people at the police station were men. But now today there are equally women working in a police station, and the highest ranked person in the police station, so who drives which police car, who drives where, and coordinates all the people, that can be a woman. So the highest person of a police station, the highest one with the highest rank, that can be in the United Kingdom oftentimes be a woman. Alongside this, men now work in more varied jobs than they did in the past. So in the past, where it happened that when men were working in something, they were working in the police, but now men was... Hey, it would be easy if I would name an example. There were jobs, let's say firefighter. They don't name an example, so let's say there were now men working as firefighters. Let's just say it. So all the men were working as firefighters, and now men was working as police officers, and now men in the United Kingdom 100 years ago was a firefighter. It was all done by women. Let's just say it. They haven't said the opposite. But today it is the case that men are also working in jobs which in the past they had not done. So today there are men doing firefighting jobs. Maybe 100 years ago, no man wanted to be a firefighter or could not be, or whatever. 100 years ago there were jobs which were not done by men. And a job would be, for example, a firefighter, and there, let's say 100 years ago men were not working as firefighters, but today there are men working in the United Kingdom as firefighters and as police officers. And there are women working as firefighters and women working as police officers. And there are even women working in high positions. And there are men working in high positions, there are women leading companies, there are men leading companies in the United Kingdom, and so on. It is no longer expected that women should stay at home and not work. So there was an expectation in the society which said, we had one thing like that, if a woman gets a child, that she was asked, don't you want to quit your job and just be a mother at home? That is today not anymore. Women should not be discriminated at the workplace, and they have the right to work. And it's no longer expected from the people that they say that a woman should stay at home and not go to work, that she should work only at home for her children. And that is no longer expected. Women are welcomed to also be part of the economy, that they can earn their own money, possess their own money, be independent, make their own decisions, and can live on their own stable feet, and are not dependent on other people's decisions. Women often continue to work after having children. So in the United Kingdom it happens that women get children, and if they had a child, they often go in again and work again. So they don't, after they had got a child, stay at home for the whole time, but there are many women in the United Kingdom who, after they had a child, then 1 year later or something like that, or a few months later, they are going again into the workforce. So they are again starting to work. So they don't stay. There was a bit in the past, if a woman, she was working somewhere and then she got a child and she was then asked, don't you rather want to stay to house? And she was also pressured into that direction. And it was expected from the woman to never work again and just be at home for the rest of her life. Now it is not the case. Many women are getting a child, and after that they are going again back and earning again money to be independent and to have their own money and are able to sustain themselves. And that is not then dependent on the goodwill of someone else. In many families today, both parents work and both share responsibility for childcare and household chores. So there are many families in the United Kingdom where there is a male father and a female mother, and in many of these families, both are working. Not just mother goes to work every day, or on 5 days of the week or 6 days of the week, but also the father does also go to work. So there are many families in the United Kingdom where not just one person of the two parents goes, so just say the father only goes working and the mother stays at home, but in the United Kingdom it happens that the mother goes to work and the father goes to work. So the father is not staying at home with the children, but the father goes to work the same as the mother is doing it. So in the United Kingdom there are many families where both parents are going to work. And also that in these families, the childcare, so that the children get food, that they get love, that is taken care of them, that the parents talk with the children, if they have problems, if they're helping them, that they show them how life works, how to become proper citizens, and all what a child needs to become an adult human. That is done by father and by mother in many families in the United Kingdom. And also household chores, so things, cleaning the table, or cleaning the house, or buying groceries, and some things like that, and making reparatures and so on. That is done in the United Kingdom oftentimes by the father and by the mother. Both are working oftentimes to clean up the kitchen or to make the dust away, or what is all the very many things. Buying the groceries, bringing the children to the school, household chores in a way also, or looking that the children are able to make the homework, that we're helping them, that we are supporting them, that we're making room, that we have time when we can do the homeworks, that we're supporting the children. That is in done by men and women. REG men and women are equally be right. I thank you very much. We don't have media planting. I thank you very much, and until next time.